Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. We are back in the world of fighting fantasy with Steve Jackson's Starship Traveler, and we have a decision to make. We have landed on an alien planet, and we need to decide whether we should continue to explore this planet or if we should just head on our way in the Starship Traveler. I think we will head for the main building at the end of the road and see what else might be on this planet. Steps lead up to the large building. An inscription on the door indicates that it is a building of some importance. You knock, but there is no reply, although you can hear excited chatter coming from within. You try the door, it opens, and you step into a large entrance hallway. Several pairs of aliens of a variety of shapes and sizes cross the corridor in front of you, traveling purposefully from room to room and arguing excitedly with each other. A mysterious creature dressed in shabby blue robes notices you and shuffles over. Its face cannot be seen, but its eyes shine bright blue at you. It speaks, and your translator interprets. "Ah, you look interesting. Where do you think the new medicine house should go?" You explain that you are new to these parts and that you would like to meet some person of authority. The alien laughs. "No one has authority here, my friend. We are all equal. Come, let me show you around." You let him take you into the meeting hall or on a general tour? Well, let's get to the meat of this planet, pun fully intended. Let's check out the meeting hall and see what this big building is all about. Seems to be some sort of gathering area for vaguely important people. You enter the main meeting hall and sit down in a crowded debating chamber packed with aliens of all shapes and sizes. You ask your host, who is called Fioral, what is going on, and he informs you that the debate is to decide where to put the new medicine house, and that it has been going on for the equivalent of a year. As there is no central stage, you ask who is talking. "Everyone," says Fioral. "We believe in equality, and everyone has a right to speak, Captain Dave." Apparently, debating here is unlike the method used on Earth. Here, everyone collects together and talks in little groups. As debaters move from one group to another, gradually new ideas spread throughout the whole of the chamber until everyone is thinking along the same lines. At this point, decisions get implemented. You ask whether this takes a long time, and Fioral agrees that it does, but it's the fairest way and prevents a convincing speaker swaying the audience or establishing themselves as a leader. As the debate seems to be getting nowhere, you decide to leave. Fioral offers to take you to the travel and maps room. Well, that sounds very good, seeing as we're in a strange part of the galaxy. We should certainly get the maps thing going on so we know where we're going and where we might be going next. So we will follow Fioral to the travel and maps room. That sounds like a good choice. The travel and maps room is in a state of chaos. Books and charts lie all over the floor and the various tables in the room. A small, withered alien with a large head, blue skin, and long fingers is asleep in one corner, but wakes as you enter. You ask first for the maps of the planet, but can learn little from them. While you wonder whether any of the star charts will be of use, the little man finds a large map and allows you to study it. Apparently, you are in a solar system around the sun Magnus. Apart from this one, there is only one other life-bearing planet in this system, called Trax, orbiting Magnus a little further out. Trax was recently devastated by war, and many of its inhabitants left to settle on this planet. The other two nearest planets, although light years away, are Kulmatter, orbiting a purple sun, and Makomon, orbiting a double star. No black holes are to be found on the chart. You thank the creature for his help and leave the building, bidding goodbye to Fioral as you leave. You head outside to return to the Traveler, and we beam up to our ship. Back on the bridge, you set coordinates for your next journey. Another life-bearing planet orbits the same sun a little further out. Medical officer Drinking Glass tends to the wounded on board the ship. 2 stamina report restored to any injured crew members. Don't think we actually had any injuries. That was largely a diplomatic mission that we just did, but that's fine. Shall we orbit the life-bearing planet or set course for the purple sun some light years away? Well, let's check out the other planet. This planet was fairly nice to us. They just sort of showed us around and were generally okay with us. So let's check out the other life-bearing planet and see if we can figure out how to get back to our own galaxy. You approach the large red planet at sublight speed and set an orbiting course. Scanning the surface, you find no trace of intelligent life, but signs of civilization, and a fairly advanced one at that, are apparent. As you observe the planet through your macro telescope, you see that the surface is covered in a network of roadways and canals, focused every so often at what must be a population center of some sort. You try various radio frequencies, but there is no response. Shall we beam down or leave orbit and continue onwards? Is this the planet that was devastated by war? I'm not sure if this is the same one that they were talking about on the other planet. Let's beam down. Let's find out what's going on there. Okay, we need to assemble our crew for the Red Planet. 2 crew members are going to accompany me. Well, I think it's definitely going to be Science Officer Kitty. He's just sort of the star of the show here. And a science officer sounds like a very, very sensible thing to be having on an alien planet. So Science Officer Kitty, yes, make it so. And we should probably have some sort of, I guess, military backup here, security backup. So let's take one of our... Wait, do we want to take the security officer dartboard or one of the security guards? Let's take one of the security guards. So security guard Tissue can come. Yep, make it so. Okay, we have made our decision. Let's beam down to the planet. You choose a location within what ought to be one of the planet's main population centers. You beam down, and when you rematerialize, you are in a deserted street. There is a ghostly silence about, and something is not quite right. The buildings around you and the vehicles lying derelict by the side of the road appear to be from quite an advanced civilization, but dust is thick on everything, as if there has been no activity here for many years. Cautiously, you walk down the street. As you approach junction at the end of the street, you hear a noise and stop. The others look at you quizzically and listen, but they can hear nothing. You creep forwards towards the corner and jump back sharply as a shape appears. "Visitors!" says a voice. The creature is roughly man-sized and wears a flowing white cape. "We have not had visitors for many years." You explain that you are from another planet, and the alien nods his hairy head. You ask whether it is possible to meet someone in a position of authority, and the creature considers for a moment. Suddenly you hear a small click and a shrill buzzing noise, and the alien drops to the ground, scorched by a phaser blast from one of your party. You whirl around in disbelief. "Yeah, we do. What's up with that, guys? Yeah, just chill." I knew I should have taken Security Officer Tissue 2. He's much less gun trigger happy than Security Officer Tissue 1. "Which crew member shot first?" "Yes, please." "Yes." Well, all right. I guess Security Guard Tissue. Yeah, certainly wouldn't be Science Officer Kitty. It certainly would not be Science Officer Kitty. He's just chill like that. Tissue looks proudly at the dead alien, and you order your other companion to hold them. Snatching their weapon, you demand to know why they fired at the alien. "Why?" they gasp. "If I hadn't fired, he would have killed you, Captain Dave. Did you not see the weapon in his hand aimed at you?" "You certainly didn't see a weapon in the alien's hand, and neither did your other crew member." "What now, Captain?" Send the trigger-happy companion back to the ship, beam the alien up to the ship to see whether anything can be done for them, or let your companion off with a caution. No, that's definitely not the choice. I think we should beam the alien up and see if we can, well, fix him, I guess. Maybe do some sort of, medical thing with our medical officer and see if we can restore him, because this has gone horribly wrong. Flipping your communicator, you instruct the ship to beam the alien back aboard so that Medical Officer Drinking Glass can have a look at him. The alien disappears. You prepare to continue, but a message from the ship comes through. Apparently the alien did not arrive. You confirm that it definitely left the planet. There is little you can do about it now, and you leave your problem with your transmatter crew. Continue exploring the planet. So we've killed someone and then shot them off into the emptiness void of space, and our security officer basically had no penalties for that. This has not been a good day on the Starship Traveller. Turning the corner, you continue for several meters. A noise behind you startles you, and you stop. With a sudden chill of panic, you realize what the noise is. It is the multiple hammer sound of a pre-laser weapon. Someone or something is firing a machine gun at you. You drop to the ground and scream at your companions to do likewise. As you all lie there with bullets flying over your heads, the other two look at you puzzled. "Captain, why are we lying in the road?" says one of them, standing up. To your amazement, he stands in the hail of bullets, completely unharmed. Gradually the sound fades, and the others help you to your feet, looking at you in a most peculiar way. I have a feeling there's a few illusions going on this planet, or possibly some hallucinations here. A little further down the road, you come across a large building. Do we enter the building, or do we continue down the road? Well, we may as well start poking our nose into things. Let's enter the building. You enter the building and look around. It appears to be a library of some sort. You notice on the entrance desk a type of newspaper and take it with you. Perhaps it will give you some sort of clue as to why this whole city seems to be deserted. Luckily, the library is computer-controlled. You switch on a console, and after some whirring sounds, a voice comes back. "Good afternoon, reader. What subject will it be today?" First of all, you ask for local history, but the most recent entry appears to be some time ago when the city was bustling with life. One of your crew members rushes over. "Captain," they say, "I've just been looking at the astronomy files. There's a black hole, which they think may be a space warp. It is in Sector 288. This news is indeed exciting. You decide to head back to the ship. Well, we're off again. Off we go. Back on board, you announce your news to the crew. As the navigation officer sets course, you remember the newspaper and pass it on to the language lab for analysis. Using your long-range scanner, you discover a purple star just within range, and a small cluster of stars some 2.3 light-years off to starboard. Medical Officer Drinkinglass tends to the wounded on board the ship. 2 stamina are restored to any injured crew members, which we didn't have any. We just beamed down, killed someone, and then made him disappear. Again, not the best day on the Starship Traveler. So, shall we set course for the purple star, or set course for the small star cluster? Let's set course for the small star cluster. Yes. Oh, the artwork's just wonderful. I do love the artwork in this. As you approach, you cut engines. Switching to visual on the screen, you can see the small cluster in the distance. Suddenly, your navigation officer wheels round. "Captain," he exclaims, "Meteor Storm, dead ahead. We are moving straight into it. What are my orders? Evasive action or activate shields?" I think evasive action. Let's avoid the meteors. That seems like a very sensible thing to do in the middle of space. The ship lurches hard to port. The crew are unprepared for this violent shift and fall to the floor around you. Although most of the crew escape injury with only minor cuts and bruises, one of your crew has been badly injured as they've collided with the wall. Okay, which crew member was injured? I think it's First Guard Tissue, because he shot an alien. So I'm going to penalize him by having him be very clumsy and hurt himself when the ship lurched. So yes, First Guard, you have been injured. Rush to their aid. Well, maybe. Tissue has been grievously wounded and requires medical attention. Medical Officer Drinkinglass is quickly on the scene to provide assistance. Roll 2 dice. We must roll equal or lower than Drinkinglass's medical skill of 9. Okay, equal or lower than 9. Here we go. Okay, just made it there. Just made it. Okay, yes, it was equal or below their skill. Just barely. Your medical officer manages to revive Tissue. You quickly return to the captain's chair to assess the situation. Return to the bridge. With your crew members' injuries resolved, you sit in the captain's chair to regain control of the Traveler. Test my luck, really? Okay. Must roll equal or lower than a 7. So this is pretty much 50-50 here. Let's go. Oh, not so good. I am unlucky. All right, what does that mean? Straining in their seat, your navigations officer checks your position. You have changed your course, but unfortunately so has the Meteor Storm, and you're still heading into it. Shields up, people! Unavoidably heading into the Meteor Storm, you sit tight and hope it'll pass quickly. As you enter, the Traveler rocks as the shield takes blows from the pounding meteors. Suddenly, huge meteors hurtle towards your ship. 18 meteors are approaching the Traveler. In this battle, we're battling meteors? In this battle, the meteors get the first attack. Each meteor is destroyed, whether it hits, misses, or is shot down. Survive to make it safely through the Meteor Storm. Okay, 18 meteors. You know what? With 18 meteors, I think we're just going to do quick combat and hope that that's a sort of auto-resolve thing, because I don't think anyone wants to sit here and watch me fight 8 meteors. And it could go badly, because if you remember from the last episode, the Starship Traveler's stats are pretty poor. They're basically as low as they can go. This could destroy the Starship Traveler right here. So, does that auto-resolve? Yeah, okay, it does kind of auto-resolve, but I think I'm going to have to do this for 18 of them. Okay, we are taking damage badly here. Yes. Oh, this is not ending well. All right. Our shields are going down, and the basic health of the ship is going down. What happens if I press fire? Traveler takes aim at incoming meteors. Oh, we're just going to manually do the combat. All right, that's fine. Yeah, that didn't help. That didn't help. Okay, quick combat. Yes. Oh, dear. All right. How many of these? 18? Okay. Okay, no damage. That's good. That's good. That's damage. That's not as good. Okay, no damage. Good. And damage. Again, not as good as no damage. Oh, the ship's down to 9 health. This is, there's 18 of these things, really? Okay, ship's down to 8 health. Ship is down to 6 health. This could be the end of the Starship Traveler right here and now, folks. Yep, that's down to 5 health. Oh, I wish we'd had some better dice rolls when we were setting this up. Okay, no damage. Good, no damage. That's nice. That's damage. Again, not as nice as no damage. No damage. All right. How many are left here? Do I have an idea of how many of these things are left? No, I don't really. Is that 5? Is that what I'm seeing there? Okay. Okay. We basically can take a hit, and then we're dead. Okay, I think that's the final shot decimates your opponent. Really? We won? Okay. I was misreading combat. All right, great. Fantastic. We scraped through that. Great. Surprise to me. The Traveler's weapons blast the gigantic meteors, shattering them into a space dust. With the meteors no longer a threat, you sail through the Meteor Storm and proceed to the small star cluster you were originally heading for. Approach the star cluster. Okay, well, with that dramatic combat, I think that's a good place to end it for now, and next time we'll pick it up and approach the star cluster. I really hope they have some sort of ship repair area, because I think the Starship Traveler is kind of hurting right now, but we'll find out in the next episode of Steve Jackson's Starship Traveler. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.